This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for July 18, 2023. And in the news this evening, 2 men killed in confrontation with the police in Negril. 2 men were reportedly shot and killed by the police in Red Ground, Negril, Westmoreland on Monday evening. The deceased has been identified as 40-year-old Richard Mosley and 25-year-old Shane Grandison, a tour bus operator. Both are from the community. Reports are that police officers assigned to specialized operations were on mobile patrol duties in the Negril police area when they intercepted a white Toyota Corolla Fielder motor car. It is alleged that the officers were fired at and in fear of their lives took evasive action and returned the gunfire in the direction of the motor car. It is said that one of the men ran from the motor car and eluded the police. When the shooting subsided, Mosley and Grandison were seen suffering from gunshot wounds. They were rushed to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital, where they were pronounced dead on arrival. Grandison's family and friends have since taken to social media to dispel reports that he was a gunman. The police are reporting that one Glock 19 pistol with a magazine containing 2 9mm rounds was found on the scene. No police officer was harmed during the incident. Man killed in Maroon Town police operation. A man was killed in a police shootout in Maroon Town, St. James early Tuesday morning. It is reported that about 3:30 a.m., a police team was on an operation in the Shaw Castle area of Maroon Town when they came under heavy gunfire. The police say a heated gun battle ensued with a group of men for several hours. After the shooting subsided, the man was discovered suffering from gunshot wounds. The police say an illegal firearm was taken from him. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Independent Commission of Investigations has commenced an investigation into the shooting. Babyface charged after allegedly shooting woman in the head. A 26-year-old man is today facing multiple charges, including wounding with intent, after allegedly shooting a woman at a bar on Spanish Town Road on Sunday, July 2. He has been identified as Javoni McLeish, otherwise known as a Babyface. Lawmen assigned to the Hunts Bay Criminal Investigation Branch say the accused man rode a motorcycle to the business establishment and shot a woman in the head before making his escape on the waiting bike. The woman was rushed to the hospital, where she remains in serious but stable condition. In addition to the wounding with intent charge, Babyface is also facing charges of possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony. The accused man was charged based on an eyewitness statement and a question and answer session in the presence of his lawyer on July 13. His court date is being finalized. 73-year-old man suspected of committing suicide in St. Anne. A 73-year-old man is suspected to have committed suicide in Prairie St. Anne on Monday. The deceased has been identified as a Patrick Delgado of the community. According to the police, around midday, Delgado was found hanging from a veranda rail with a piece of rope tied around his neck. His body was removed from the scene and he was pronounced dead at hospital. Sharon Smith, a resident of the area, said Delgado was a quiet individual. "This is really sad, really sad. I mean, he was such a calm individual. He would always tell you hello if he saw you. Didn't seem like a person would do something like this. None at all," she said. She added that the entire community is shaken by the incident. "The entire community is shocked, I can tell you. This is not a regular thing around here, and especially one of our elderly going like this. Extremely surprising. But we hope the family can stay strong right now. We just have to pray for them," she continued. Man arrested after gun and ammo seizure in Bog Walk. A man was arrested following the seizure of a firearm and 9 rounds of ammunition on the Bog Walk Main Road, St. Catherine, on Monday. Reports are that about 10:37 a.m., lawmen were on patrol in the area when they intercepted a Honda Fit motor car fitting the description of a stolen vehicle. 3 men exited the vehicle and attempted to elude the police. The police gave chase and one of the men was apprehended. A search of the area was conducted and one Astra 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 9 rounds of ammunition was seized. The man's identity is being withheld pending further investigations. Mother and her son killed in Spanish Town gun attack. A mother and her son were shot dead by gunmen on St. John's Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Monday night. They have been identified as a 50-year-old Georgia Coleman, a businesswoman from St. John's Road, and Jerome Justin Walters, 21, a bus conductor from Railway Lane, both in Spanish Town. It was reported that around 7:45 p.m., the two were at the mother's business place when 2 men rode up on a motorbike and opened gunfire, hitting them both. Police said Walters received gunshot wounds to his upper body. Coleman ran and collapsed at the side of an unfinished building. She also sustained gunshot wounds to her upper body. Walters was rushed by the police to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Coleman was also taken to hospital by residents and was also pronounced dead. No motive has been established for the gun attack, the police said. Major shakeup in senior management of NCB. NCB Financial Group is indicating a major shakeup in its senior management. In a release this morning, the company says effective today, July 18, the group's CEO, Patrick Hilton, and the Deputy CEO, Dennis Cohen, have agreed to proceed on vacation leave for 3 weeks. The company says that during that time, it is expected that other arrangements will be made for the carrying out of their duties on an interim and then permanent basis. This suggests the men who've been with the group for almost 2 decades each may be asked to leave their substantive post. NCB Financial Group says for the immediate future, Chairman Michael Lee Chin, who cut his 3-month leave of absence short on Monday, will carry out some executive responsibilities. Bob Marley Beach developers get a construction go-ahead. The Wolf Group, developers of the US $200 million luxury resort in St. Thomas, which has caused a rift with residents in St. Thomas over access to the Bob Marley Beach and ownership of a portion of lands on the beach, has gotten the green light to start construction. Norman Stevenson, of one of the families who are claiming ownership of 2.7 acres of land on the beach, has applied for an injunction to preserve the property and to stall the construction. However, Justice Maxine Jackson yesterday refused the injunction. The Stevenson family, who has sued the developers, has reportedly been operating and residing on the land for over 60 years and is claiming ownership of the land by adverse possession. Stevenson's attorney at law, Marcus Goff, told the news that the injunction was to prevent any demolition or any interference with the lands of the Stevenson family. The applicant, in the meantime, will return to court on July 26 for a summary judgment application. Stevenson is among residents of Bull Bay who have registered a strong opposition to the development, which is adjacent to their Beach Road community. The Stevenson and another family are insisting that they have built their livelihoods on the state-owned Bob Marley Beach, which reportedly forms a part of the scope of the project. They have said that they are facing the threat of eviction. The residents are also claiming that they are at a risk of losing access to the beach as the adjoining lands for entry were sold to the developer. However, this aspect of the case has been fixed for another date. The residents and the beach campaigners, the Jamaica Beach Birthright Environmental Movement, are suing the Wolf Group and the Commissioner of Lands to protect their right to maintain access to the popular beach. However, one of the directors of the Wolf Company, Donovan Reed, in a previous interview, dismissed the residents' claim as patently false. According to him, no threats of eviction and demolition were made. He said that an access point has been maintained to the beach on a 2020 master plan submitted to the government for the development that is expected to be completed in 2 years. Folks will have access to swim in a section of the beach. Fishermen will have their livelihood. There will be a school and refurbished housing. All of that was submitted to the government, he said. This is the first ultra-luxury brand development of its kind on the island and importantly, the first in the English-speaking Caribbean. Jamaica should be privileged and is privileged to be chosen as a destination for this development, Reid said. He said the development will give significant credibility to the southern coast of the parish and attract other ultra-luxury brands with the multi-billion-dollar Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project opening up in St. Thomas to investment. The law firm Myers, Fletcher and Gordon is representing the Wolf Group. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.